News Hour at 9, co-powered by Qatar Airways and the SBI Mutual Fund.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. A day before Chhattisgarh goes to polls in first phase, a massive storm has erupted over the now banned Mahadev online betting app, with the BJP accusing the Chhattisgarh Chief Minister's involvement in this app and the scam, a charge that has been strongly rebutted by the Chief Minister himself. It all started after the BJP released a video of a man known as Shubham Soni. Soni is an accused in the Mahadev book betting scam case, and in this video, this man claims to be the real owner of the app. Soni has claimed that he paid not 1 or 2 but 508 crore rupees to Chhattisgarh Chief Minister Bhupesh Baghel after he had approached the CM for help regarding the arrest of his associates in Bhilai, and he has evidence to back his claim. These are the claims made by this Shubham Soni. However, Bhupesh Baghel has outrightly refuted all allegations of corruption against him and accused the BJP of weaponizing probe agencies to tarnish his government's image ahead of the elections. The Chhattisgarh Chief Minister has also demanded that the Election Commission take cognizance and investigate this entire matter. Listen in to Chhattisgarh Chief Minister Bhupesh Baghel.
वीडियो आपने देखा होगा, कितने बार उठ के वो वीडियो ठीक करता है, थूक गटक रहा है, बोलने के तौर तरीके कितने उसमें कट पेस्ट हुआ है। इसके प्रचार प्रसार से कुछ फर्क पड़ने वाला नहीं है। छत्तीसगढ़ की जनता ने मन बना लिया है और ये षड्यंत्रकारी लोगों को इस समय, और पिछले समय 15 सीट भी रह गए थे, इस समय उतनी भी सीट नहीं मिलने वाली। अब तो हम अभी तक के 450 लोगों को गिरफ्तार कर लिए, पैसा गिरफ्तार कर लिए, 72 FIR हुआ है, उसके लैपटॉप जब्त हुए हैं, पैसा जब्त हुआ है। आप क्या कर रहे हैं? आपकी जिम्मेदारी है कि ये बंद कराना चाहिए, इसको गिरफ्तार करके लाना चाहिए। जिम्मेदारी किसकी है? भारत सरकार की। अभी तक के संज्ञान क्यों नहीं लिए? जब इतनी बड़ी बात सारे मीडिया में आ चुका है तो निर्वाचन आयोग को तो स्वयं संज्ञान लेना चाहिए। वैसे हमारे तरफ से कंप्लेन जाएगा। किसी की छवि खराब करने के लिए जिस प्रकार से प्रयास हो रहा है,
कब कंप्लेन करेंगे सर?
होगा, आज चल देगा।
As the Chhattisgarh Chief Minister claims that it is a conspiracy by the BJP to defame him, the Enforcement Directorate has also drawn a link between Shubham Soni and Bhupesh Baghel after it seized 5.39 crore in cash from a man called Asim Das. Asim Das also claimed that the money was for Chhattisgarh Chief Minister and that he was playing the cash courier at Soni's behest. Let's now take a look at the video that has stirred a storm in the Congress camp.
और क्या बोल रहा, कौन पैनल पकड़ा गया क्या?
अरे जो तुम्हारे पैनल मेंबर पकड़े जाते हैं, फ्रेंचाइजी वाले।
पैनल मेंबर पकड़ा ही नहीं सकते भाई। मेरे ऊपर ऐसे आदमी का आशीर्वाद है ना, और मैं मिल के आया हूं ऐसे आदमी से कि मेरा एक आदमी पकड़ा नहीं सकता। पकड़ाया भी, सुबह पकड़ाएगा, शाम को छूट जाएगा।
कौन आदमी?
एक ही तो यार, अपने काका साहब। और कौन?
काका साहब? काका साहब कौन?
सीएम है यार, और कौन?
अच्छा,
तो क्या?
अच्छा,
तो क्या हल्के में लेकर रखा है क्या मेरे को?
अच्छा, सीएम घर आया? सीएम तेरे?
सीएम घर नहीं आया भाई,
मिलने आया तेरे से।
सीएम मिलने नहीं आया, मैं गया था। और तू जानता ही होगा वर्मा को और गिरीश तिवारी को, सुना होगा ना मेरे मुंह से, कभी नाम सुना ही होगा एक आध बार। बस उन्होंने ही मेरा एसपी से सेटिंग करवाया और वहीं मेरा मीटिंग हुआ वहां पे, और वहीं से मेरे को जो आशीर्वाद मिला है इतना बड़ा काम मेरा तभी हुआ है।
लेकिन सीएम क्यों करेगा यार? क्या बोल रहा है तू? क्यों करेगा कोई इतना सब? किसके लिए?
पैसे के लिए और काय के लिए? इतना बड़ा भाई, एक छत्तीसगढ़ है, छोटा सा स्टेट, वहां तो कुछ अमाउंट भी देगा तो बहुत बड़ा होता है, और मैंने ऐसा छोटा मोटा अमाउंट तो दिया नहीं है। जाने का क्या अमाउंट कितना दिया है?
बताओ।
450 से 500 रुपए तक का दिया हुआ है उधर अमाउंट, तब जाके आशीर्वाद मिला बेटा। ऐसे थोड़ी काम चल रहा है।
Well, that is the video put out by the BJP, and that is what the enforcement directorate's charges are. The centre had yesterday banned the Mahadev app along with 22 other alleged that the Baghel Sarkar was well within the jurisdiction to ban the app. However, it never raised any such demand. Chhattisgarh Chief Minister has repeatedly highlighted that it was his government that first started the probe into this betting app case. His party has also claimed that there's no merit in the allegations against Baghel, as they were the first ones to file FIRs and book people in this case. In fact, a letter written by the Raipur cyber cell to Google in October 2022 asking it to remove the Mahadev app from its Play Store also appeared today. Let's now listen into the war of words that has erupted between the BJP and the Congress.
कांग्रेस का अभी अब तो स्पष्ट है ही कि कांग्रेस का राजनीति झूठ पे एक तरह से उनका कोर झूठ है। उन्होंने कभी उनके पुलिस से कोई रिक्वेस्ट नहीं आया। वो जानते हैं कि 1.5 साल से ये इन्वेस्टिगेट कर रहे हैं। अभी ऐप में, बेटिंग ऐप में 1.5 साल का इन्वेस्टिगेशन की क्या जरूरत है मुझे नहीं मालूम। ये 5 मिनट का काम है।
Under which law, which system does ED, you tell me one thing, does ED ever wait for a chief minister to write? I wish it were waiting for anybody. They selectively proceed wherever they want, they don't wait for anybody. Please let them say that in future the SOP says that unless the chief minister invites us, we will not proceed.
जो व्यक्ति इस अवैध धंधे को चला रहा है वो स्वयं कहता है कि उसने प्रदेश के मुख्यमंत्री भूपेश बघेल को 508 करोड़ रुपए दिए हैं। आज तक कभी भी भारतीय राजनीतिक इतिहास में ऐसा नहीं हुआ कि प्रदेश में एक प्रमुख राष्ट्रीय राजनीतिक दल अपना चुनाव दुबई के पैसे से लड़े, हवाला ऑपरेटर्स के सहयोग से लड़े। और मुझे लगता है इसकी बहुत ही गंभीर जांच तो चल रही है, लेकिन इलेक्शन कमीशन को भी निश्चित रूप से इस बात का संज्ञान है।
असलियत तो यह है कि नरेंद्र मोदी जी, भारतीय जनता पार्टी की सरकार और निर्मला सीतारमण जी ने मिलकर बेटिंग मतलब जुए को एक धंधा बनाकर रख दिया और 28% जीएसटी वसूला जा रहा है। तो हम क्यों ना ये कहें कि महादेव ऐप से आपको पैसा मिल रहा है। जिस सरकार ने केस किया, जिसने तफ्तीश करी, उसके खिलाफ ईडी को आपने खुला छोड़ दिया है और ईडी सिर्फ और सिर्फ प्रतिशोध की गंदी राजनीति आपके इशारों पर कठपुतली की तरह कर रही है।
So the legitimate question we are asking on the news are tonight, is this war on graft or vendetta? That's the question and that's the debate coming up on the other side.
You're watching the News Hour at 9. Debate number 1 on Times Now. Super Prime Time.
Joining the debate tonight, Dr. Anand Ranganathan, author, political analyst, scientist, call him what you will. Tehseen Poonawala, political analyst, supports the Congress party. Sanjay Hegde, senior advocate in the Supreme Court. Vivek Srivastav, political analyst, joining the debate. But my first question goes to Shehzad Poonawala, national spokesperson of the BJP. And Shehzad Poonawala, the charge against the BJP is that this is vendetta. The fact that you're on the back foot in Chhattisgarh, where the Congress is miles ahead in every poll, that's where you've taken out this video and tried to sully the image of a successful chief minister. How do you respond?
नाविका जी, मूलतः आज जो विषय पर हम चर्चा कर रहे हैं वो सत्ता में सत्ता का बाजारीकरण और सत्ता को सत्ता का संरक्षण का विषय है। मतलब कि सोचिए, गोथान घोटाला, गोबर घोटाला, पीएससी घोटाला जिसमें कोर्ट के आदेश आए, डीएमएफ घोटाला जिसमें इनके पूर्व राज्य के अध्यक्ष उन्होंने बताया कि ये घोटाला हुआ, उसके अलावा और भी कई सारे घोटाले, शराब घोटाला जिसमें कि कांग्रेस के नेता के रिश्तेदार जेल में है और उसमें भी कोर्ट का आदेश आया। उसके बाद अब जुए का भी घोटाला हो रहा है और इस जुए के घोटाले को करने में महादेव के नाम का इस्तेमाल किया जा रहा है। बताइए, 30% कक्का, अपना काम पक्का, और अब तो ऐसा हक्का बक्का हो गया है छत्तीसगढ़ की जनता की महादेव के नाम पर घोटाला। मेरे 3-4 स्पेसिफिक सवाल, ये ईडी पर तो रोज ही आरोप लगाते हैं, 14 पार्टियां ईडी के खिलाफ शिकायत करने, ये तहसीन पूनावाला टाइप पिटीशन में गई थी, क्या मिला था सुप्रीम कोर्ट से? कुछ नहीं मिला। अच्छा, ये तहसीन पूनावाला से पूछिए कि जब ये कांग्रेस वाले ताली बजाते हैं ईडी की कार्रवाई की मनीष सिसोदिया पर, तब ईडी अच्छी हो जाती है और आज ईडी खराब है। और इनकी जो दूसरी साथी आम आदमी पार्टी, वही कहती है छत्तीसगढ़ में कि ईडी की कार्रवाई शराब घोटाले में बिल्कुल सही है, इस पर जो है पूरी तरह से कार्रवाई होनी चाहिए, भूपेश बाघेल जेल में जाए। मतलब ईडी मुझ पर कार्रवाई करे तो गुनेगार, दूसरों पर करे तो ठीक है, चमत्कार। पर मेरा सवाल मूलतः ये है, कहीं पर भी कांग्रेस पार्टी ये नहीं कह रही कि नहीं हुआ ये, कि हमारे रिश्ते नहीं है, हमने 508 करोड़ रुपए नहीं लिए। आज असीम दास से 5.5 करोड़ रुपए बरामद हुए, डिजिटल एविडेंस मिला कि शुभम सोनी ने उसको भेजा है। उसके अलावा चंद्रभूषण वर्मा, एएसआई चंद्रभूषण वर्मा का 64 करोड़ का मनी ट्रेल जो उसने लिया था महादेव से और दिया था इन लोगों को, वो एस्टैब्लिश हुआ। चंद्रभूषण वर्मा ओएसडी जो है भूपेश बाघेल के, उनका रिश्तेदार है। डिनाई कर रही है क्या कांग्रेस पार्टी इस बात को? कांग्रेस पार्टी किसी बात को डिनाई नहीं कर रही है, वो कह रही है पैसा तो हमने बिल्कुल लिया है, घोटालेबाजों से लिया है, हवालेबाजों से लिया है, परंतु हम पर कार्रवाई मत करो, क्योंकि तथाकथित रूप से कोई और ईडी की कार्रवाई वहां पर नहीं हो रही, यहाँ पर नहीं हो रही, ये डिफेंस नहीं। और इसमें नाविका जी एक और बिंदु है, ये पैसा केवल हवालेबाजों का नहीं है, ये पैसा हवालेबाजों का केवल नहीं है, इसमें जांच पड़ताल होनी चाहिए कि दुबई की उस पार्टी में क्या दाऊद इब्राहिम से जुड़े हुए लोग भी आए थे, और अगर आए थे तो क्या वो इस महादेव कंपनी से कनेक्टेड है, और क्या उनके पैसों के बदौलत भी कांग्रेस पार्टी चुनाव लड़ रही?
बहुत सारे सवाल, बहुत सारी चीजें आपने कह दी शहजाद पूनावाला, बट रिस्पॉन्ड टू इट तहसीन, द इशू हियर इज सीरियस. It's not 1 or 2 crores here or there where, things can be mistaken. We're talking about 508 crores, and that is the charge against the Congress chief minister. Please respond to the basic charges of corruption other than the vendetta argument which is often being used.
Namaskar, Navika ji. At the onset, I want to offer my deepest condolences to you and to the teams at Times Now and Times Now Bharat for the passing away of Deepak, a friend of mine and many other panelists out here. It's come as a shock to me, and I know you're in the Hindi channel, but my deepest condolences. Navika ji, I don't want to get into the whataboutery of ED being vindictive and I calling it BD, Bajrang Dal and all of that. Let's answer specific questions on this specific charges. Point number one, Navika ji, the car that was being shown in the video ahead earlier on, from where money was recovered in the garage of a 5-star hotel, the car number is CG12AR63. I won't take the last 2 digits for privacy reasons. The car is registered on the name of Mr. Lakshminarayan Agarwal, the gentleman who started the BJP, who built the BJP in Chhattisgarh. This car is registered on the name of his son, who was the brother of Amar Agarwal, who's the BJP MLA contesting elections right now, and even the brother is contesting election, this particular car that is now coming on your screen. So how come Congress's money is in the car of a BJP MLA? That's point number one. Point number two, as the BJP spokesperson says, this is slightly sidetracked, that Hawala money is coming into India from Dubai or wherever. If Hawala is so prevalent, why had the Prime Minister do demonetization? And we know that Hawala is prevalent from Dubai, UAE and from Canada. So he can kindly answer to that in his time. The third question, ED until last week was saying that the owners of this app were Ravi Uppal and Chandrakant. Today this owner is Shubham Soni, who comes out in a badly made video. Now we've heard of deep fake and artificial intelligence, but the BJP has natural unintelligence. And forget deep fake, they've just deep WhatsApp university. For such a bad video coming out, somebody screaming he's the owner, and such bad acting that the person is doing. Who is the owner of this app? Let the ED first come out with a clarification. Is Ravi Uppal or this Mr. Soni? Now for the fourth part of it. Baghel today in his press conference showed the letters he's written to the union government to ban this app. He showed those letters. Why did the union government not act? Now they're saying why did the state government ban the app? Just 2 minutes. Very important point. Why did the state government not ban the app? IT comes under you. You need to ban the app. And to corroborate that point further, former IPS minister who's fighting the election on the former IPS who's fighting the election on the BJP ticket, OP Chaudhary, says if this app has terror funding, as Shehzad also said, if the app has terror funding, the agencies can act on its own. It doesn't need the state government. So why today the BJP did not ban the app? Who's the owner of the app? How is it in the BJP leaders' car? Can't we answer these questions rather than doing a whataboutery?
Respond, Shehzad Poonawalla, and please also respond to the fact that last year it was the Chhattisgarh government which wrote to Google in August of this year. Again, they asked for the ban of this app. Why is the BJP waking up so late, so close to elections?
Just now, Tehseen said that that car belongs to a BJP leader. I have removed, as we speak, the RTO registration details of that car. And that car is registered on Messrs. Sunflower Private Limited. And if you go and check, it is belonging to some Das. It is belonging to some Das. Sunflower is belonging to some Das. ये तहसीन पूनावाला अभी सुप्रिया ने जो बाइट दिया, सुप्रिया सेनेट ने, उसने क्या बोला कि we have made betting legal by taking 28% GST. Is betting legal in this country or is that online gaming? ये online gaming और betting के बीच का अंतर नहीं जानते या बेवकूफ बना रहे सबको बैठ के यहाँ पर? मतलब इतना झूठ परोसते हैं ये लोग. अच्छा, now let me come to the point. By the way, this app, when the crackdown started by Chhattisgarh police in November 2022, why didn't they write under IT Act Section 69 that this entire app should be blocked? You first take over the investigation, you don't follow the legal procedure, and then you start taking money so that you can give them protection, and then you write a letter to Google or you write a letter in August now when the ED has already taken the steps. So, you know, everyone can understand what kind of game is going on here. I have asked one specific question. Chandra Bhushan Verma, ASI. इसकी तो कोई हैसियत नहीं है 64 करोड़ रखने की. इसने मुलाकात की है महादेव के ओनर से, पैसा लेकर आकर दिया. क्या ये चंद्रभूषण वर्मा OSD टू भूपेश बाघेल का रिश्तेदार है, हाँ या ना? इसका जवाब नहीं मिल रहा. शुभम ओनर है, नहीं है? ये जाकर एक सेकेंड, यू आर आस्किंग हु इज द ओनर ऑफ दिस कंपनी. यू प्लीज गो एंड रीड द रिमांड नोट ऑफ ED इन द मैटर ऑफ भीम यादव. भीम यादव इज अनदर पुलिस वाला हु वाज अरेस्टेड. बाय द वे, व्हाई डिडंट छत्तीसगढ़ पुलिस अरेस्ट एनी ऑफ दीस जेंटलमैन? भीम यादव के ऊपर चंद्रभूषण वर्मा के ऊपर.
All right. You know, Tehseen Poonawalla, my question is rhetoric अपनी जगह, facts अपनी जगह. People really want answers to one question, which is why action was not taken, the question that Shehzad Poonawalla raised. Let's not get into the nitty-gritty of who's brother and who's OSD. What is the explanation for the graft charge?
Okay, let's go by the graft charge and let's assume that this car belonged to whoever it belonged to. So you're saying that Mr. Baghel, who's so intelligent and a mastermind behind this scam, by the way, it belongs to Mr. Agarwal, but is such a mastermind, was so stupid, and I use this word of responsibility, that in the 2 5-star hotels of Chhattisgarh, in the basement, he kept a luxury car with money in where ED snooping around. That's how Mr. Baghel operates. That's how silly you are and your argument. Therefore, I said natural and intelligence. Forget artificial intelligence. Point number 2. He's not answered why OP Chaudhary, former IPS minister, BJP candidate, said this as terror funding. If a terror funding, why didn't the ED, NIA intervene?
Okay, now, so your question is why did the BJP not ban the app earlier? Well, all right, but let me take this question to 1 minute, Tehseen. Let me take that question to Sanjay Hegde, senior advocate in the Supreme Court. And Sanjay Hegde, my question to you is, money was found. And those visuals are of the money that was found when the ED actually raided, and the wads and wads of note, cash worth 5.5 crore rupees was recovered, some people arrested, and this has come out subsequently. The question here is, was there graft or was there not? And the question is, why did the Chhattisgarh government not look at it? Why did it have to only be the center that looked at this and banned the app yesterday?
Okay, now the first thing is that money is often found during election season. It's not the ED, it's often the EC, which is the Election Commission, which catches money. Now the provenance of that money is being claimed on the basis of a particular video of doubtful authenticity. You also, when you've put it on your channel, you say we don't vouch for the authenticity of the video. And let me tell you that just that disclaimer doesn't work in law. If you put it out on your channel or on your platform, you can be held liable for it. But that's for whoever else.
Well, I'll then come running to you.
No, I'm just telling you that
to be my lawyer. I'll come running to you to be my lawyer, Sanjay Hegde, and I hope you will defend my case, because this has been released by the BJP, and I continue to say this and nobody from the Congress, from the Congress has charged the BJP with defamation. So as a news organization, I am putting the disclaimer and saying this is released by the BJP. I have nothing to do with this.
Yeah,
but if I still get into legal trouble, then you're my lawyer.
Okay. Thanks for the endorsement, by the way. But despite the legal disclaimer, the channel can get into trouble, but be that as it may. We have a video of doubtful provenance and authenticity. Now, is it right, is it wrong, and all that is still a matter of investigation. The question, of course, one side or the other says, this timing, why not that timing? The fact that money has been caught is good, but mere catching of the money is not enough, and nor is it enough to just show off videos on the media. Any investigation or prosecution has to do its homework totally carefully. Many a case which looks slam dunk on TV ends up in acquittals, and very often they don't even reach the trial stage. So today, all that is there is that some 5 crores has been caught. There is a man who's sitting possibly in Dubai or Australia or wherever else, who says, no, I paid so much, and unless you get the man inside court, have him swear out his statement, nothing really works. If I was a voter in Chhattisgarh, I would look at it, I would enjoy all this drama, but I would not make my voting decisions based on it.
In which case, Anand Ranganathan, do you think the BJP is in trouble? Because he says, perception theek hai, aapne suna, hum not, we'll see all this drama, but we are not deciding on the basis of this. But the real question is, should the BJP have waited for the forensic analysis of this video? Should we have waited really for the courts to take cognizance? Or has the BJP really had an ulterior motive, as stated by the Congress party, in putting this video out in a hurry, some way or the other, because the first phase of polling in Chhattisgarh is tomorrow morning?
Good evening, Navika, and good evening to my fellow panelists. With due respect to Mr. Sanjay Hegde, with added sympathies towards him, because now he's going to defend you as well, and I hope you win the case when it comes along. ये डाउटफुल ऑथेंटिसिटी वीडियोस की तभी क्यों आती है जब कांग्रेस वालों टॉक में होते हैं? वो डाउटफुल ऑथेंटिसिटी तब क्यों नहीं आई जब बंगारू लक्ष्मण को रेजिग्नेशन मांगा था तहसीन और कांग्रेस वालों ने? वो क्या प्रेसिडेंट ऑफ इंडिया ने ऑथेंटिकेट किया था वीडियो, बंगारू लक्ष्मण टेकिंग मनी? और hundreds of other videos which implicate BJP ministers or their leaders. Nobody asks for doubtful authenticity. Then they flourish in the media. They go viral. So, in politics, I would say, these are fair games. You have a video out and the other person has to defend it. I mean, that's the nature of the beast. Number 3, because number 2 and 3 are linked. So I'm saying number 3, because I really want to have a tete-a-tete with my great friend Tehseen and elder brother, younger brother, you may call it Tehseen, because I think I've had, with due respects, he is my brother, but I've had enough of this hypocrisy that is floating around. So I have 3 questions to him. Very simple. With your permission, Navika, it would take less than a minute. Can I please ask him?
Go ahead. And let's do one question at a time, so that Tehseen doesn't have a memory lapse in between. He can answer directly.
I never have a memory lapse.
Okay. Now,
conscious lapse hota hai.
Okay. Question 1, Anand Ranganathan. Can I have a 2-window with Anand Ranganathan and Tehseen? And question 1, Anand.
Question 1, Tehseen has waxed eloquent about the corruption in BJP for having electoral bonds and getting funding through anonymous electoral bonds. Can I ask Tehseen whether it is true or not, yes and no, that 10% of electoral bonds have been given donation to Congress. Is it true or is it not?
Tehseen Poonawala, respond.
It's true.
Okay, thank you. Now,
about 8.8%.
No, 1 second.
Yeah, about 8.8%.
Yeah, all right. Yes, sure. So the party that says electoral bond should not be anonymous has been getting money, 10% of those or 8.8% through anonymous donations. Number two, Tehseen Poonawala says that corruption of Adani is endemic and BJP is gaining hugely from it. Is it true that in the state of Chhattisgarh, Adani continues to have investments of 25,000 crores? Yes or no?
Yeah, he does.
Okay, thank you. Okay, now finally question number 3. When Congress is poo-pooing this idea of BJP demanding an investigation of Mr. Baghel, who is caught up in this whole Mahadev scam, is it not true that the same Congress demanded a Supreme Court investigation by a sitting Supreme Court bench when it alleged that the Chief Minister of Gujarat is heavily involved to the tune of 5,000 crore scam in a Bitcoin app scam? Yes or no?
Yes, it did.
Thank you. So, Navika, do I need to explain
what is the
any further or
but 1 second. I will have a right to. I must have a right because Navika, 1 second. Navika, debate. No, Anand, 1 second. A debate has to be fair. You've asked me 3 questions. I understand the motive. You must allow me to answer, but I won't get into the electoral bond and Adani.
You must seek permission from Navika.
Respond, Tehseen. No, I'm a fair anchor, and I will give Tehseen the opportunity to respond.
But first ask him. Yeah,
of course. So Anand's raised 3 very valid points. I'll get into that. But first, let me expose Anand on 1 point. Anand, the video of Bangaru Lakshmanji of today, Tomar's son, is themselves on camera taking money. This video, Anand, is of a guy called Shobham Sunni, who nobody knows, himself in a badly acting video, saying, "Arey, terko pata nahi, maine jaake chief minister ko paisa diya." Anand, it is as illogical as me, your brother, caught on camera taking money, versus a video, a deep fake of somebody else saying, "Oh, Anand ko Modi ji ne paise diye." Please. I expect a little more nuance from you. I don't expect it from the BJP. They are into deep fakes and artificial intelligence. You have. Now let's answer the 3 questions. Yes, the Congress and all political parties got electoral bond funding. No doubt about it. But the BJP gets money. But the parties are saying, even our donors, please put them out in public domain who've donated to us. The political parties are not sure. BJP is refusing. Hold on. The BJP is, hold on.
Don't do this. You raise questions after you have taken the donations from them through electoral bonds. That is the hypocrisy. That is the hypocrisy, Tehseen Poonawala.
This is not allowing me to speak. If, for example, Tehseen via electoral bonds is donated to the Congress is okay to put his name out and Tehseen is okay. The BJP is the only political party in the country not wanting his donors to come out.
Have you put the names out?
Because that is the jurisdiction of the SBI and that's the jurisdiction of the SBI Election Commission. But Congress
so you are accepting
website.
You are accepting.
Well, let me answer this one fair and square. Tehseen Poonawala, Aam Aadmi Party, the newest kid on the block, actually said they'll put out all the names of the donors on their website. And then when 1 or 2 of those fraudulent donors were found, they removed all these details from their website saying, "Arey, ED target kar legi, inko pata chal jayega." And the political parties are the one who wanted the names to be under wraps, but that's not the debate. The debate tonight, and you raised a very important question, Tehseen. Let me ask Shehzad Poonawala. I'm coming to you, Vivek Srivastava. Just give me 30 seconds to ask this question of Shehzad, and then I'm coming to you. Shehzad, the real question that Tehseen Poonawala has raised is the authenticity of the video. Whether the person was sitting, whether he was acting, and if anybody is sitting in a video and taking a name is enough to actually, name a person sitting on a constitutional position like a chief minister, then tomorrow there'll be such videos floating around for every neta. What will you do?
Navika, I completely agree that authenticity of any video, especially in such cases, should be verified first. But having said that, did I make my submissions based on one video? I have made my submissions on the basis of statements which have been put forward under 164 before a court of law, where the person making the statement is the official of the government of Chhattisgarh and who has a link with the Chief Minister's OSD. Now, on that, they have not answered. Forget this Shubham Soni video. Please tell me about the Chandrabhushan Verma statements. Tell me about the Chandrabhushan Verma se jo evidence mila hai, or tell me about the recovery of a email, digital evidence that has been found from Mr. Asim Das, who did not know he was going to be caught by ED. And lastly, let me tell you one more thing. Forget all this also. This is also in the realm of investigation. Madam, in the case of PSC scam, Bharti Ghotala, 18 niyuktis have been stayed by High Court because 5 of them were by the chief of the PSC. In the case of DMF scam, the District Mineral Fund scam in Chhattisgarh, the past president of Chhattisgarh Congress has made the allegation. Sharab Ghotala, bails have been cancelled.
All right. Vivek Srivastava. Well, it's clarified now that it's not only this video. There are other allegations and High Court observations and rulings where this is stemming from. Can you still deny that ED mein vendetta hai and the government only picks these issues up because elections are around the corner?
Ji. Narendra Singh Tomar's son, there is a video that is circulating in the social media. And yesterday evening at 6 o'clock, Amalnath ji made a tweet and he said, when is the High Command of the BJP going to come in, or somebody senior going to make a statement on this video? Today, the entire BJP machinery was shouting, artificial intelligence generated video, it's all furgy, it is all false, we don't have to justify, we don't have to give an explanation. So now you see, there are double standards going on. You know, on one side, they are not willing to give any explanation on Narendra Singh Tomar's son's video, okay, which smacks of a lot of corruption and big money involved. And the minister is very close to the Prime Minister. We all know it after the Farmers' Bill fiasco that this government faced earlier. But there are no explanations. So it's a one-sided story. So you have to understand the timing of the so-called release of the so-called videos and the proofs that Shehzad Poonawala gave. It's totally linked to the elections of Chhattisgarh. Baghel is a very powerful and a very strong leader. The victory is almost assured. And it is just a very frustrated attempt and trying to pull him down. It will not work. Already the 28% GST comments have been made by another commentator sitting over here with me that, I mean, the government did not close the app for such a long time. Investigation is going on. Did not try to get in Mr. Shubham Soni back over here to India or start some proceedings against him in a formal way. The video of his that is being shown, rightly said by Tehseen Poonawala, seems furgy. So now all these things put together, it is basically an election gimmick. It is not going to work. Okay, and the BJP is not going to, score. It is a very, very, very poor plan of trying to, victimize.
All right. I'm coming to you, Shehzad, but Anand Ranganathan, fair question. What about Narendra Singh Tomar's son's purported video? Why believe this Shubham Soni video is the gospel truth and not the other one?
So, Navika, if you heard me, did I ever say that BJP should be let off the hook? No, but look at the camaraderie of Vivek with Congress and Tehseen. He's resorted to whataboutery when Tehseen said today is not the time of whataboutery. So here Vivek is saying, look, BJP is corrupt. Why don't you investigate them first? Is this the kind of logic? Do two wrongs make a right?
No.
This is number one. Point number two. No, Vivek, please.
No, you are saying that. All I'm saying is you are being selective. You are being selective, Anand.
अच्छा, अब selectivity याद आ रही है.
You are defending and you are trying to accuse the sitting chief minister simply because you are trying to bat for the BJP. That is, you are not neutral. Be neutral. I'm appealing you to be neutral. You are not neutral. That's the problem. There are two videos which are circulating. One, you have given a clean sheet. The BJP machinery has given a clean sheet. And you are also giving it a clean sheet. So I am not saying that. I am not saying that if the BJP is wrong, the Congress cannot be wrong.
All right.
It may or may not be.
Fair point.
In this case, it is not wrong.
Fair point. How do you counter that, Anand? He's saying you're being selective. You don't comment on Tomar video. You comment on this. So he's raising questions about your selectivity. Please respond.
A communist raising questions about somebody else's neutrality or objectivity is like Hafiz Said talking about peace and non-violence. Please. Number two, Vivek is not worried about app and getting donations or electoral bonds, because the only donation he gets is from China, and most of those apps have been banned. So Vivek has no skin in the game. But I reiterate, Vivek, just because one party is corrupt, and I'm openly saying BJP is corrupt. Openly. I'm saying it.
Well,
but
Shehzad
just because
Poonawalla,
BJP is corrupt, should you overlook the corruption of Congress?
Okay, Shehzad Poonawalla, please respond. Please respond.
Navika,
I respect you for that.
Let me
I respect
address
Dr.
Vivek,
Ranganathan for making this statement. I really respect him for
Navika,
being
let
so
me
honest.
address this before this goes to another tangent.
Okay,
I just want to
please,
say
1 minute,
respect
Shehzad
Dr.
Poonawalla
Ranganathan
respond.
for being so candid and honest.
Navika, let me address. 1 second, bhai Anandji, please. Now let me address. Navika ji, let me address both the videos on the show. First of all, my entire submission since the start of the show has not been based on one video of Shubham Soni, but Shubham Soni's video, which he has sent apparently to ED, is in the nature of a confessional statement which he is accepting. The other video is not being accepted, and we have also seen a deep fake of another actress, but I'm saying forget that. I'm saying send both the videos for authenticity or forensic to CFSL. And if you think that some agency is not acting on the purported video of Narendra Singh Tomar's son, which you authenticate if at all from CFSL, you take Sanjay Hegde's help and you go file a PIL also in court. That look, this guy is so corrupt, authenticate भी कर लिया और हम चाहते कार्रवाई हो जाए. आप कर लो ना, किसने रोका है? पर जहाँ कोर्ट का आदेश आ रहा है, कोर्ट के फाइंडिंग्स आ रहे हैं और बाकी एविडेंस है, उसको कैसे नकार रहे हो आप? एक वीडियो
Sanjay Hegde, that's the moot point. That's the moot point. Please investigate every video, but this is not only about a video, it's about a 164 and other statements that have been put which have legal standing. How can you then reject these allegations is the point being raised by Shehzad.
Well, a 164 statement by itself is not entirely conclusive. Somebody says that. After that, what does he say in court? The 164 statement can only be used to contradict him. But be that as it may, right now the question is, does the ED even say that we have a complete watertight case? We are at a stage of filing a charge sheet. The ED doesn't say that. The ED is at the point of investigation. The courts have very frequently said that leaking investigation out into the press is no way to conduct a free and fair investigation.
Well,
part of the process of punishment is to put stuff out in the public domain, and then you do not go to see whether anybody has been convicted.
That's absolutely right, Sanjay Hegde. But then who will you hold guilty on that charge? Because it happens every election, every political party, with charges that are traded from Congress to BJP, from BJP to Congress, and that's really become the dance of democracy that we see election after election. But ultimately, the decision is taken by the people of this country. That is the court where every political party really waits for judgment. What will that court decide? Well, we'll know when these elections take place. But for the moment, of course, all I can say is that charges are flowing thick and fast. Who's right, who's wrong? Well, the courts will have to decide. Will we have to wait several years before we really know the conclusion of this particular story? Meanwhile, elections will take place in first phase tomorrow in Chhattisgarh. So, what are the ground rules? Who wins, who loses? Who's going to decide? It is going to be the court of the people. We leave it at that for the moment. Thank you very much to my panelists for joining me on debate number 1. On the other side, tough spot.